and Harrison, just how important is it for you to step into that leadership role, and how do you think you're doing, especially as we kind of progress here of these 4 games that you've started?
It's obviously important for me to step up with those two gone. I think my voice kind of carries weight. That's just kind of who I am as a person. So people know that I come from a pure place, and they know that I come from an honest place. I'm always going to be honest with everybody, and I just want to win. That's the ultimate goal more than anything. So I think everybody knows that. Everybody who's been around me and spent some time with me knows how much I want to win. So they know, anything that I say, comes. It's real. And I feel like did a better job at it today than last game. Obviously, we lost by 50, so it was going to be hard to do a worse job. So I was just glad that we came out here and competed for 48 minutes, and walking out of Staples with a win, and just feels good to come here and beat the reigning champs at their own spot.
Jason Jones.
Hey Tyrese, I know it's only been 4 games, I think, without De'Aaron, but can you look back even to a week or so ago and see that you were deferring to him and maybe Harrison more in that leadership role? And does it force you to not defer to them in that way?
Yeah, for sure. I'll probably say that. Down the stretch, a lot of times I'm looking to get the ball in Fox's hands because obviously, he's leading the NBA in fourth quarter scoring. Like, he's our leader. He makes a lot of good plays. So, sometimes I can just be okay with just giving him the ball. But I'm obviously asked to do a lot more with him and HB gone. We run a lot of our offense through them. They, our 2 leading scorers. So I'm asked to do a lot more. But that's just the staff and vets on the team like Mo, like they're on me to go get the ball, be aggressive, and kind of lead the team. So, I've had I'm getting great words of wisdom every day, learning more and more every day. And, I think at the end of the day, this is like we keep talking about my development to go in the right direction. I got to be more vocal, be a leader, and, just have fun and play basketball.
Jason Anderson.
And Ty, congrats on the win, man. You've had a number of moments throughout, the season with some of the great stars around this league. What was it like tonight to be out there kind of going toe-to-toe and making plays and winning a game against LeBron James?
Yeah, I mean, I was obviously a big LeBron fan growing up. So to be able to be on the same floor with him and compete against him, it was a lot of fun. I just came out here, obviously treated it like any other basketball game. But, I think I did a really good job of locking in the last couple of days. Watching film this morning, texting back and forth with some guys, talking about how, last game they did a really good job in ball screens of forcing me to hit the big and forcing Rashawn to make plays. And, I talked to Rashawn and some other people on staff, sending them pictures and videos and stuff from the last couple of games, just talking about, how we can attack it better. So I felt like I was really locked in this morning and have been the last couple of days. Especially, I think that last loss kind of woke me up a lot. And, it's one thing to lose. It's another thing to be, disrespected and, not play with any pride. So, it definitely was a wake-up call, for me.
Sean Cunningham.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about that because you don't handle losing well. And I can't imagine a 49-point loss is easy to swallow. But, how much – you mentioned how you kind of handled that loss. How much do you feel that it kind of just took a toll on the locker room and kind of fueled a little bit of what you all were able to accomplish tonight?
Well, I mean, we practiced the next day. So, we always had that conversation. I don't think anybody was like, not angry about it. You know what I'm saying? And, obviously we wanted to play better. We wanted to win that game. But if you lose, you lose. But it's one thing to lose and know you're competing hard. You're working hard. It's another thing to just not compete hard for 48 minutes. So we felt like we're a lot better than that. It obviously was very frustrating. I can only speak for myself personally, but for me, I didn't really sleep well that night. I didn't want to have much communication with people in my house. I just want to be by myself for a little bit. So,
that was the worst loss I've ever took in anything in my life. I think that was just a wake up call because, it's one thing, like I said, it's one thing to lose, but, we're playing with our last names on our jersey. You're not only playing for yourself and your family, but you're playing for this organization as well. So, we had practice the next day, got to it, worked, had a good practice, and obviously came out here and got a big win. So just kind of move on from that. And like we talk about the great thing about the NBA, you play every other day, sometimes every day, so you got to move on from stuff like that quick.
Tony Harvey.
Tyrese, I hope I don't sound redundant in saying this too. Did ask the coach and the players, but the defense. Of course, this game was all about the last game. You guys put that behind you and came out firing. But you really buckled down, as Coach Walton said from the beginning. In the fourth quarter, it definitely made a difference. But can you talk about the defense playing the Lakers tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's redundant at all. I think that's something that should be talked about every night. Because when we lose, we're not competing on the defensive end and we're not defending. But when we win we're competing in these games, it's when we're locked in defensively. And I think we did a really good job. We ended the night, I think, on a 27-12 run. Got some big stops, guys like TD, and we went small, against probably the biggest lineup in the NBA, and it worked. But that just comes down to guys competing, helping on the boards, and making big plays. TD made a lot of big plays for us. DeLon made some really big plays off the bench. Just other guys stepping up, and I think it was a really big win. Big boost for everybody. But you see, I guess it's just been the story of the year, right? When we defend at a high level, we usually win games. We go on those, runs where we win a couple games in a row when things are going well. But when things are going bad, it's when we're not defending, not rebounding. And, I guess that's just how we got here. But I don't think it's ever redundant. I think it's something that it might be annoying for us to talk about, but we have to talk about it, because if we don't and just gloss over it, then it's never going to get fixed. So, please ask that question every time, every game, to everybody. And if they're not, angry about the way we competed defensively when we're not, then it's a problem, for us. If we want to take that step forward as an organization and compete and make playoffs and, do all the special things that we want to do here.